Y'all, I don't know if the day can get any better. I've got Michael in the kitchen, and you got company coming, don't you?
I can't wait.
To get our meal going, we're frying up some super crunchy onion rings.
My favorite.
Next to me, right?
Right.
Then Michael's buddy, Jimmy, shows off his grilling expertise on Michael's mouth-watering steak sandwiches. Guys, y'all did great on the steak. All right, now here comes the little kick, y'all. It's my peppery coleslaw with an orange chili vinaigrette. Sounds real good, doesn't it? And I'm gonna surprise Michael with an unbelievable dessert, a cherry chocolate coffee float.
Might be the best cup of coffee I've ever taken.
What a great day in the kitchen today, y'all. Two of my favorite things, steak and Michael.
Well, thank you.
He's gonna be in here in the kitchen with me today. So why don't we get started on one of mine and Michael's indulgence foods.
Favorites.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites. We are making some onion rings. There's nothing like a homemade onion ring, and they're really so easy to make. Now, I'm gonna be measuring up, Michael, something wet to dip our rings into. So that flour will stick to them. So I've got a cup of buttermilk and 1 egg, and I'm gonna beat it together in this dish right here. And I've got Michael over there slicing up 2 large onions.
And you cut the onion rings thicker, a quarter of an inch.
Because our batter is really hearty. We're gonna want our onion rings a little thicker. Some people like them real thin, like strings, and some people like them thicker, so it just depends on your personal preference. And what's gonna make this batter a little bit different is I've got 1 sleeve of saltine crackers, and Michael's gonna crush those up, and I'm gonna add those to my dry ingredients. That's gonna give our coating kind of a totally different, here, I'm sorry, here.
I think it's too late.
I forgot to tell you to put on your onion goggles, I'm sorry. Oh, you're stunning. You know what, I think you might look a little bit like Elvis.
Well, I've heard that more than once.
Okay. All right, now we've got to have a dry ingredient to dip our onion rings in. Now I'm gonna put together in this dish 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Are you all right? Are your eyes watering?
I'm all right.
Do you need a tissue? All right, now I'm gonna put a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna put anywhere from a half to 1 teaspoon of chili powder.
Can you break these up?
Yes, buddy, just break them up. All right, so that was simple. Just flour, chili powder, and salt. Oh, and we need to add your crackers as soon as you get it ready. They're gonna go into our dry ingredients.
Okay, how's that? Not good enough?
Yeah, we just want them, you know, like real fine.
Okay, I think that's good.
I think that's real good. All right, so I'll just add those to our flour mixture. And what we're gonna need to do, Michael, is break down our onions. Okay. Separate them into rings. And I'm just gonna mix that flour and those saltine crackers together. Now I've got my deep fryer heated to 350. So I'm gonna let you fry the onion rings, okay?
Oh, good.
Because I wanna make us a chipotle cream dipping sauce to go with our onion rings. So if you would dip those into there and then into our dry.
Okay.
And just gently put those into the deep fryer. I'm gonna make us a sauce of 1 cup of sour cream, and that sour cream is gonna help cool off that pepper that I'm gonna be putting in here. I'm gonna put the juice of 1 lime. I'm gonna use a half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna grab my chili powder, and again, a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, depending on how much you like. Now, the peppers that I'm using is a chipotle pepper, and you can find this in the international section of your grocery store. And they come like this in a sauce. Michael loves real hot food. Hot, hot, hot. The more hotter, the more better.
I sure do.
So the recipe calls for 1 whole pepper, but I think I'm gonna back that up because I wanna be able to eat this too. So I'm gonna mince up half of that pepper. The onion rings look fabulous, Michael.
Don't they?
Yes.
Can't wait.
I can't either. All right, so we got our sauce together very, very quickly. To cream this up a little bit, I'm gonna add like 1 tablespoon of heavy cream.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. Kind of tricks you. That chili powder makes it almost look like a Thousand Island dressing.
Uh-huh.
But when you bite into this, you gonna know it ain't got nothing to do with an island. It's gonna be hot.
Maybe Trinidad.
Yeah, maybe Trinidad. All right, now I'm gonna take our little stacker whacker deal.
What'd you call it?
Stacker whacker. And I'm gonna put our sauce in this. Yum, this looks so good.
Can't wait.
Look, Michael.
Oh, good.
Doesn't that look so good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on down here, honey, let's taste them. So dig in.
Try the dip.
Is it gonna be too hot for me?
Probably. Oh, the onion's hot.
Oh, the onion's hot.
But the sauce is good on it.
Mmm.
It's good?
It's delicious. Coming up, Michael's fixing a mouth-watering marinade for his fabulous grilled steak sandwiches. Ooh, and that steak looks wonderful, Michael.
Better.
And I'm making a dressing for our spicy coleslaw. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And then later, you're ready for a good cup of coffee.
My favorite.
Well, this one promises to knock you into next week. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. I am gonna have such a good time. I'm with the guys today. Look at my cute cup. Warning, girls grilling. Isn't that cute? You know what, though? I think I'm gonna leave the grilling to the men today. I'm gonna help them with the inside stuff. Michael has a friend of his driving over from Vidalia, Jimmy Sykes. He makes this most wonderful grill, and they're gonna do the cooking out on the grill. So you got company coming, don't you?
I can't wait.
I know it. And we've got a flank steak sitting up here, y'all. And what we're gonna do is Michael's marinade for his unbeatable grilled steak sandwiches. You like this one, don't you?
Oh, it's delicious, yes.
Y'all, do we look like the Osmond brothers and sisters?
Did you say the Osmonds or the Osborns?
No, not the Osborns. The Osborns. Look at our teeth. Smile, Michael. Michael, we're gonna need 2 cloves of minced garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put in 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce.
That garlic smells good.
That garlic smells fabulous. And then I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So that's gonna make it a little tangy. 1.5 teaspoons of dried oregano. And 1 teaspoon of the Lady and Son's House seasoning. And you're gonna be adding some vegetable oil.
I am.
And how much are you adding?
3/4 cup of oil.
And we're just gonna pour this over our flank steak. And we're gonna cover it and refrigerate it. We can refrigerate it, oh gosh, probably about a minimum of an hour or overnight. I love doing those kind of marinades that it really doesn't matter. Ooh, and that steak looks wonderful, Michael.
Doesn't it?
Yes. All right, so we're just gonna pour that over. Well, tell everybody what you've been doing lately.
I just got a new car. I've been polishing it. I'm about to polish the paint off of it.
Y'all, he's having a midlife crisis.
I'm avoiding a midlife crisis.
Oh, you're avoiding it.
Yeah.
One of his dreams, y'all, was to have a muscle car. So he finally got him a muscle car, and I have to admit, it's beautiful. It's a 1969 GTO Judge. And oh, honey, he talks to that car and he rubs that car like it's his love of his life.
Paula come in and said, are you gonna rub the paint off this car? You gonna stay here all night? I said, don't listen to her. I'll be back after she goes to sleep.
All right, put that in the fridge.
Okay.
Right down here. All right, so Michael, now we're gonna make the sauce for our peppery coleslaw, and it's an orange chili vinaigrette. What we're gonna need, Michael.
Is it spicy?
Yeah, it's kind of hot because I'm using a chili oil in it.
Well, I know I like it.
So you'll like it, you'll like it. All right, so what I need from you is about a teaspoon of orange zest.
Okay.
And as we get things measured out, we're just gonna throw it right here into the blender. So that'll probably be about half that orange.
Uh-huh.
And I need 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Then I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of sugar.
2 teaspoons. All right, and I'm gonna measure this out and see if I've got 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And there's 2 with a little drop left over. So in that goes.
And a half a cup of orange juice.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Now I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So we got the mustard going on, don't we?
It's gonna be spicy.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good. All right, now here comes the little kick, y'all. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of a chili oil.
Then 1/3 of a cup of olive oil.
All right, we're gonna wait and turn.
We'll put that in while it's going?
Yeah, we're gonna turn the blender on. And then I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of cumin, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and pepper. So we're just gonna carefully drizzle that all into our blender. I'm gonna try to keep it from coming out on your pretty shirt. All right, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna turn it up. Okie doke. So that gets that. You want to taste?
Yes.
And this is real, real thin, Michael.
That's good.
Look.
Love it.
Ooh, it's hot. All righty, so we're just gonna cover this, Michael, put it in the refrigerator and let those flavors marry together. And we're gonna take a quick break and get this mess cleaned up before Jimmy walks in. Up next, while the guys are doing some grilling magic, I'm gonna put the finishing touches on our coleslaw. Looks delicious. And later, I'll serve Michael the yummiest, tastiest cup of coffee he'll ever have.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. Okay, y'all, the guys are out at the grill, and I'm gonna be finishing up our coleslaw. You know, I made the sauce for it earlier, and it's a coleslaw with an orange chili vinaigrette. Sounds real good, doesn't it? A little bit different.
What do you say, Jimmy? Your grill ready?
I was just checking it out and make sure it was ready for the meat.
All right, the meat's marinated and we're ready to go. Okay, you want to sear this first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it on there.
Now, I'm just dicing up 1 red bell pepper, and I'm gonna throw that in. This is gonna give it a lot of pretty color, y'all. Now, I have used 1 16-ounce package of pre-shredded cabbage that you can find in the produce section at the grocery store. You know, there's a lot of little shortcuts that you can do out there. This is one of my favorite shortcuts. It's as good as if I had stood up here and grated that whole cabbage by hand. And look what that red bell pepper is gonna do to it. Now, everything's a little spicy today because, you know, I'm with a couple of spicy men, one of them being Michael. So I'm gonna take a jalapeno that I've already diced up, and I took the seeds out of that, and now I'm gonna dice up one poblano. Like I said, this is gonna have some kick to it, y'all. Ooh, it smells so fresh and earthy. I love the crispiness that this gives the coleslaw, that crunchy. Now, I've got a good bit of our vinaigrette, y'all. I don't know how much I'm gonna need of it, so I'm gonna go kind of slow because, you know, dressing goes a long way on coleslaw. Just gonna kind of toss that. I don't like my...
Hey, Jimmy, throw that steak on there. Here's some tongs. Pull your apron off, let's run inside.
I'll do it.
So this looks pretty good, y'all. Now, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of cracked black pepper. I just love the way the pepper looks in it. Looks delicious.
Hey, Paula.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Gosh, great. That didn't take long.
It didn't.
Hey, Jimmy.
How you doing, Paula?
It's so good to see you, dear. How's everything in Vidalia, Georgia?
Fine, fine.
Good.
I love it when Jimmy visits because he shows me how to cook on my new grill.
I know.
And I love that grill better than any grill.
I know it. He loves that grill, Jimmy.
Not more than you.
No, not more than me, I don't think. Well, we've got us a wonderful lunch now. All right, Jimmy, just get over
Go
here
ahead
and
and fix you one, Jimmy.
fix yours the way you want it.
How about some onion rings?
Ooh, gosh, yes. Yum, that looks delicious.
Doesn't it?
Dig in. Tell me what you think.
That's good.
Guys, y'all did great on the steak. And the onion rings are so good. How y'all like the coleslaw?
It's good. Got a little
Great.
kick to it. Delicious. Only thing better than Jimmy's grill is Jimmy coming down and cooking on it.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike.
Delicious. Coming up, the perfect dessert to end our perfect meal.
It's two of my favorite things, ice cream and coffee.
Ice cream and coffee. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. You ready for a good cup of coffee?
My favorite.
Oh, gosh. We're gonna make a cherry chocolate coffee float, y'all.
It's two of my favorite things, ice cream and coffee.
Ice cream and coffee. We're using a real high quality chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah.
And about 2 scoops, Michael.
You may test it?
Well, let's get it made first before you test it. So where did you learn to love espresso like you do?
Well, Hank lived in Miami at one time, and we would get Cuban coffee, and they'd serve in little tiny demi-tasse cups. And we'd start off drinking it like that, and then we'd end up with the big boy cups like these. I call it prescription coffee because you'd almost need a prescription
To drink it.
to drink it.
All right, I'm gonna put about a half a cup of espresso. You might want to drop in one more little scoop of ice cream.
I was thinking it needed something.
It looks a little shy, doesn't it? And now I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of a cherry flavored syrup to each of those.
This looks like diet stuff, baby. Doesn't it?
It does look, whoa, that's a big dollop. All right, now I'm gonna put us, speaking of dollops, a dollop of fresh whipped cream. All right, you can have that one. Now I'm gonna put just a little chocolate syrup.
Not much, I'm on a diet.
Okay, well this one's yours, that's the biggest. All right, now I'm gonna put a little shaved chocolate on it. And we gotta have a cherry. All right, now you can use a straw or a spoon.
I'm gonna take the spoon.
You know what? I'm with you. I think I'm gonna take my straw out.
Oh my goodness.
This is like a dessert coffee, isn't it, Michael?
It might be the best cup of coffee I've ever taken.
All right, now take you a swig of coffee.
Oh my goodness.
This is so delicious. Well, if you don't have espresso, you can use any kind of good, strong coffee, y'all. It doesn't have to be an espresso. Well, Michael, I sure had a good time.
Always have fun cooking with you.
The food was wonderful. But our time is up. It was good though, wasn't it?
It was.
It was good while it lasted. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if y'all enjoyed this week's full episode Friday, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, friends.